The real definition of management is an art of getting things done through others efficiently and effectively. Wage is not for a month. It is for a day, it can be for hour, it can be for a week, it can be for 3 days, it can be for minutes also. A as well as A dash are in the same level. So the compensation strategy for these people are totally different. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the introduction class of the 5th semester and the subject which all of us always want to learn, that is all human resource management. In that, the subject paper is the compensation and performance management. Now, what exactly this compensation and performance management is all about, we will learn in this entire subject. Now, what exactly we are supposed to do? Always understand the simple funda, which I always tell all my students is, whenever Vidhyaashram is doing any subjects review, you are supposed to be very attentive. Keep your notebook, your pen, and make sure that you subscribe and like the channel as well. So when we go with the first one, that is, we have the agenda. The entire session is divided about these agendas. Now, what exactly the first agenda is all about? The first one is learning outcome. Why is that we should learn human resource management? In that, the compensation and performance management. So what is the learning outcome? Second one, I'll be explaining you about the syllabus. What exactly the syllabus is prescribed by the University of Mysuru. Third one, we have the units. In that units, I'll tell you which are the things which you are supposed to concentrate more and why is that we are supposed to learn that. Next, we'll go with the internals, and the last one is the exam pattern, that is the external. So as we all know that NEP 2020 has given a little twist, that is the 2020 and 21, that is we have 60 marks in the external and 40 marks in the internal. So what is the outcome of this subject? What exactly the student will learn? Why the students need to observe all the classes carefully? I'll just tell you. The first one, if you know the subject, what will happen is you will understand the concept of compensation management. I told you students, management in my earlier classes, the real definition of management is an art of getting things done through others efficiently and effectively. So what is compensation? Very simple definition I'm gonna give it to you. That is, according to Vidhyaashram, compensation is any amount given by the employer to his employees on the basis of salary, remuneration, wages, any kind of a thing. That is because there is some consideration happen and there is some work has happened from the employee side. That is called compensation. So the second thing you will understand about the job evaluation, how a job is evaluated, you will understand. And why it is evaluated, on that criteria also you will get it. Next we have is evaluate the different methods of wages. You will get to know the methods of wages. When I say methods of wages, what exactly it is? Wages are something which is given by the employer to the laborer. That is exactly a compensation. Now, what are the types of wages we are supposed to know? Describe performance management and methods of performance management. Here, you will get to know traditional methods as well as the very fast moving thing, that is a modern method. So which one is good? Traditional was good, or the modern which the people are using it, that is the MNC companies using it. All fast moving entrepreneurs are using it, that is the modern method. And the last one is we'll understand about the very major impact, that is the payroll. Now what exactly the payroll is and why it has a major impact? Because every company need to have HR. When you become an HR, you are supposed to calculate the payroll for all your employees. So that is where many people will actually fail. So if you know the entire concept properly, you can actually go for preparation of payroll. So this is the outcome, that is the learning outcome. So what is the syllabus? The syllabus is divided into 5 modules. See, those 5 modules are called as unit. You have unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5. So module 1 is introduction of compensation management. There I'll tell you about what exactly compensation management is there. We have ESOP, then we have all salary, wages, differences, all those in the first chapter. The second is job evaluation, how the job is evaluated. What is this job evaluation committee does? What are the methods of it? We will understand here. Then the next one is the wage and salary administration. So here you will get a difference between wages and salary. Many of us are in a dilemma. That is, wages and salary, are they same? Let me tell you here. Wage is not for a month. It is for a day. It can be for hour. It can be for a week. It can be for 3 days. It can be for minutes also, right? But salary is always fixed. So it is like per month is what you will get, a fixed amount. Next is performance management. That is the 4th module, and the last module is issues in performance management. So here you will understand about what is performance management. Here you will rectify the issues of performance management, because you should know that what happens if your employees are not treated properly, right? So these are the issues where you will understand. So in the first chapter, we have this introduction to compensation management. So what are the things which will come in the first chapter? Here you need to understand, students, the concepts are very clear. You are supposed to understand the depth of it. That is the definition of compensation, meaning of compensation, types of compensation. Then you will also understand there is a few words like bonus, profit sharing plan, stock bonus plan, ESOP. I told you, right? ESOP, employee stock ownership plan. Next is cost for ESOP. Then the last one is compensation strategy, how the compensation is allotted. What is the strategy behind it? See, many of the companies, when you join, you will understand that there are these levels of management, right? We have levels of management. Say here there is a person called O, A dash, B dash, C dash, and it goes. So the levels of management depends on the size and nature of any business. So say example of this person is that he is the board of director, right? Here we have is the marketing people, and here we have the finance people. So here A as well as A dash are in the same level. So the compensation strategy for these people are totally different. Though this person is from marketing, this person is from finance, again compensation also differs. Though they are in the same level, the compensation differs according to their skills, according to their experience, according to their talent, according to what exactly they give it back to the company. So here strategy we are supposed to look. So the same way we have second module, that is job evaluation, right? Now in job evaluation, what are the things which you will learn? The first one is major decisions in job evaluation, how decisions are taken so that we frame job evaluation. So we need to understand something about the process of job evaluation as well. Methods of job evaluation. See, methods, when we come, there are 4 types of job evaluation. In my classes, I'll be teaching you what are those 4 types, why these are the only 4 types which we talk more. That is how we go with it. Next is point factor method. See, this is the method of job evaluation. The first is point factor method of job evaluation. Then we have combining point factor and the factor with comparison method, job evaluation committee, factors evaluation system, and then position evaluation system. So these are the topics which we will cover. The third module, that is, this is a third module, we have wage and salary administration. So what exactly happens in wage and salary administration? Please understand here. Firstly, we will understand something about what exactly the wages, what is the theories of wages, wage structure and wage fixation, that is how a wage is fixed, right? We have something called the categories. What are the categories? We have skilled labors, skilled labors. See, this labors, you can write L-A-B-O-R-S. You don't need to go with U, right? So labors, you can go with L-A-B-O-U-R-S as well as L-A-B-O-R-S, labors. Now here, skilled labors you also have something called unskilled. We also have something called semi-skilled. Semi-skilled. So these are the things which we are supposed to know. Now what will happen is, the person who is skilled will get more wages. Person who is not, that is like unskilled, will get less, and person who has the semi-skilled, they'll get more than unskilled but less than skilled. Say example, now skilled labor will get say 100 rupees per hour, right? And unskilled will get somewhere around 50 rupees per hour. This is all in rupees. Okay, so what will happen to the semi-skilled? You are supposed to comment in the comment box. What will happen to the semi-skilled? How much money will they get? Next is difference between salary and wages. So here again we will have the same kind, that is we have here salary, here we have wages. Now we have something called basis. On what basis are we differentiating? You are supposed to write 10 points. First you will start with the meaning, then where is it used, who are the people, who are the beneficiary. So all these we will go with it. Next is component of wages. So how many components are there when you go with wage calculation? Next, allowance, incentives, payroll. Here we will learn something about payroll, what exactly the meaning of payroll, but we will not be able to answer how payroll is being given, because that is the last chapter. We will understand how to prepare a payroll. So here in this chapter it is just a introduction about payroll. Next we have the fourth module, that is performance management. Performance management is a very big chapter. The thing is, why it is a very big chapter? Because we need to understand, after getting training and selection, anybody who goes for the job, now what happens is they always want something called as recognition, right? Why they need recognition? Because they are in the company for so many years. Now they are working very constantly. Now they want remuneration to be more, or they want their position should be like more, that is hierarchical nature. Now what will happen? They want the HR to notice, so that they are working and they'll be getting more salary what they are working for. So what happens is, the HR will also go with the performance management through MIS. MIS is called Management Information System. So HR is a person who will see to it, plus he will have his own associates who will actually give report about each and every employee. So this each and every employee, when they go with it, that is like the team leader or the manager of that particular department, or anybody who is a superior, supervisor, those people gonna give a report. So when they give a report, this HR will make a performance management sheet where he will go with the grading system, ranking system, 360 degree or feedback kind of a system, any kind of a system, and he'll make sure that what you are doing, whether you will be the next person for the successive planning commission, or you are the person who will not stay in the company. So that's the reason performance management is given. Next is issues in performance management. Please don't get confused with the performance appraisal with performance management. I'll tell you, appraisal is different, management is different. The slight differences are there, which I'll be telling you. I'll explain it to you in my sessions. Next we have is here in the performance management, that is evolution, how it started, importance, management principles and dimensions of performance management, the performance appraisal method. See here, performance management ends and then performance appraisal starts, where we have the feedback, the role type and principles. The last is the ethics in performance appraisal. That is a very important topic which you are supposed to know. How and why there should be ethical condition while you go for performance appraisal, we will learn in this chapter only. Next, in the last chapter, that is the module 5, we have issues in performance management. Say if performance appraisal will not happen, Why it will not happen? Because performance management, there is some error, there is some mistake, there is some purposely who have done it. It can be any reason, right? So we'll get to know the issues here. So in this chapter, module, unit, we're gonna go with team performance management and learning. What is the learning outcome? Role of line manager in performance management. See, here only I'll just tell you, we have this. There is a person called MD. Here we have, say, HR manager. Here we have marketing manager. HR will have few people. Marketing will have few people. Say this person is a marketing, this person is also marketing. So, and he's also from marketing. Let's go take an example of this itself, right? Now, the more the HR manager says that A as well as B are really working good, the performance management is good, and these people will get benefit of their performance appraisal. Suppose the marketing manager says he's doing good, he's okay, but this guy is not. So what happens is the performance management according to that is your line manager, if it is not proper, this person will get less remuneration, he'll get more remuneration, he'll get medium. So this is what the reason we are supposed to know. That is why any issue is there, why this person is not working more, you are supposed to know. Only then the performance management will be proper. Next is performance management and reward. What is the reward you get? If you are doing good, the reward is very good. That is hike in the salary. If it is not, the salary is down. That is how you are supposed to know. Next, linking performance to total reward. Your reward and your performance should be linked. If it is good, then the management is good. If the management is good, appraisal will happen properly. So, challenges of linking performance and the reward. Why? Because see, many companies, what happens is they extract more work from you, but they pay you very little, right? This is the reality, but we can't match it. Say how much money you are giving. Say example, you are the sales guy. You made a sales of worth 20 crores for that annual year, right? 20 crores. But what will happen is you will be getting somewhere around 12 lakhs per annum. See, 20 crores sales, but here 12 lakh per annum. So we can't actually match. So here I'll tell you more about it. That's why we all supposed to know something called return on investment, ROI. I'll teach you more in these chapters. Next, coming to the internals part, we have 40 marks is the internals. So we have divided units, that is unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 internals and it is all average, which we're going to take and then we're going to divide it, and that is how it will be 40 marks. Question paper pattern for 60 marks, that is the board gonna set the paper, University of Mysore, and we will be getting the question paper. You are supposed to write the answers. Now here the part A, part B, part C. There are 3 sections, 3 parts, part A, B, C. Here you have for 10 marks where you will be getting 2 into 5 is equal to 10. You will have 7 questions. You should only answer 5 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. The same way, part B you have 20 marks. How it is allotted is very simple. You will get like 10 into, that is 10 marks. You are supposed to write 2. So that is how it is 20. You'll be getting somewhere around 4 questions. You are supposed to write 2. So that is how 2 questions, but you'll get somewhere around 4 to 5 is the options. That is how you'll get it. Next is the next one. I'll just write it here. The part C, 15 into 2 is equal to 30. Here you get 4 questions. So again, here the same 2 questions you are supposed to write. 15 is what the highest thing. So 15 2s are 30. That is how you'll get 30 plus 20 is 50. 50 plus 10 is 60. So that is the total. You get 60 marks. Very easily we can go with it. And to pass this examination, out of 60, you should score 21. So that is where you will actually clear your external. Internal for 40, there is no minimum, right? But When we calculate out of 100, you should get 40 here. So here 21. So if you take 19 also, you will be cleared. So that is how you need to calculate your thing. Next is book for reference. So I have given here a few books. Joseph, Michelle, Michael, you can say, Milkovich, they have done. Also, you have a book that is I have written, that is Abhilash Chandra, Human Resource Management. In that, compensation and performance management prescribed to the syllabus I have given. You can get it in Flipkart as well as on Amazon. Please do buy, and whenever you have any doubt, let me know. I'll be always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.